that we could speak freely, my Earthsang friend. Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind. Yes, I'm quite aware.
Defenderos ad imminentibus equilibrio.
Do you think your kin search for you, Blazel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true... You! A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
An oil bear. Please, do you have any...
Shut up, Andric! Do you serve the Absolute?
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them.
He's with the... Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, True Soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
That fellow had a tadpole in his head, and they consider him blessed? Chosen? What madness is this?
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me. I don't know any druids.
What?
It killed one of us. It killed Edwin. It's an enemy of the Absolute. You're right, sir.
The cave is just ahead. It was too much for us before, but if you could help...
Absolute. They follow the same god as that wretched goblin, Sazza.
Looks like the Absolute's drawing all sorts to become followers. Impressive in a way.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
It will all away the moment its host is dead. Not that I expected loyalty from a worm.
All the more reason to rid ourselves of our own uninvited guests.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Ending. Adore the absolute. Do not fight her. Look in.
The spell's power.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
This is it.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
The beast's ahead.
Let's have some fun.
What's the plan?
On the move. from you to his dead mother. A single strike will end his suffering.
It hurts.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat.
Fighting chance now.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
That's good, right? It got her. It got Bri too. Right. Thanks.
One with the weave.
Well, hello.
Look there.
Seluna
Shrine.
statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place
Sealed
of
by
honor.
magic. There's no smashing this open.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to go.
Something over there.
No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
Tell me, Lae'zel, when you say we might be purified at your creche, what does that mean exactly?
Augusta will affix the Zaithisk, the Purifier, to our heads. Its magic will quell the parasite in an instant. Enough waiting. I crave blood.
There's no time to waste.
Careful, I bite.
That Zaithisk you mentioned intrigues me. Care to tell me a bit more?
An intricate device crafted by Millar, our most gifted artisans. I'm sworn to say no more.
Need anything else?
You're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No, you are incapable. I'll tell you this much. Now. That's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Nothing here for you.
There are important matters to discuss. We meet again. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of me. Beyond mortal realms, they bear For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Amusing. Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name.
The Githyanki people have a word for roughly translated. His confidence is an entirely. I was as devoted to my study. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. I will not brook your ignorance. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos and cold fire. I know what you can barely fathom. That you cannot bear it makes it no less true.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Karlak, one of chief. I can't bear to imagine a powerful.
All right. What else is on your mind?
So it was. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Tell that to the boy shivering over his mother's ravaged corpse. It makes me angry to think about it still. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods. Angry at myself that it took so long. The Frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded. It was an even blood. It's me. But that story, by all means.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders.
The instructions were easy enough, weren't they? If slightly elaborate. Like I said, I'm dangerous even in death. I'm merely trying to protect those around me. I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magma method, tends to make for a more compelling case. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity.
Tingle runs through.
There it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly... Or perhaps we could conjecture all night. I suppose the what... And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. Let's get some rest.
Tell me, Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? Your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other planes. They cannot mature in the astral. I will only be welcomed once I obtain a Mind Flayer's head. Tell me, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Lakith will it.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons. Wasn't no few goblins, mate. There's an entire hive of them. Contract failed to mention that part. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made sure. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody... Come on. We're wasting time.
You've a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. The weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch. He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Let us delivery to pack of Knowles close in bank standard issue from Gunwick.
The spell's power.
Still no symptoms.
No sign of tentacles so far.
The same. Except for a knot of worry in my stomach that's in no rush to go away.
That I can relate to. Movement on the roofs. I sense a classic ambush in the making.
Get over there! Surround them like! Oi! You just walked into... Don't bother running! My archer's got...
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, sir.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
Yes, Githka Tavki Krashet. The tadpole lets us command the minds of others.
An interesting power indeed, but one that warrants further investigation.
No, our only course is to deny it. This power is just another symptom of disease, and every use will sicken us further.
The principle holds, but the practice should be handled carefully.
Make it good. Look what we... Stop that! And you! Hope you got a stomach for rights! What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly! 'Cause it makes me laugh! We ain't looking for company, How about this? You pay a top.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Oh, I might just look into that. How do you like that? Good choice. Now clear off. If I see you here...
What the? Oh, Birdie just flew away!
On it. The worms will feast on your sorry carcass.
sampling them.
Wondering about your queen, Vlaakith. What tales of her reach us are terrifying. I suppose that's not how you would describe her.
Vlaakith is unity. Fear and beauty. Life and unlife. Eyes like onyx. Teeth like daggers. There is none more perfect.
Sounds vile. I assume the meaning of perfect was lost in translation.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
What a day. Ah, the faded ghost of fun.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Take your...
Keep your distance, darling.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here.
I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the Absolute. Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend. I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky? I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me. I twice played serenade to my ears, my tasty kibble. We have a bargain. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. We will keep close.
That's curious.
What's the roundup?
Nothing.
Unless you like trash. Then keep looking. Gotta be something in this heap.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Left the Underdark. Way home. Near find him. Wolbrin. My flames in the dark. His amulet. Barkus.
The spell's power. What's that?
What a generous pocket. Blueprints for some devilish weapons. Our friend was a fine blacksmith.
Simple inkwork, simple design. Hardly the pinnacle of metalcraft.
Then a low moan.
Go away!
Leave it.
What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Half ogre in the making. Come on then.
A tale for the ages. Rook to Queen 6.
fighting.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Would pay a good coin for a tussle like that.
I'll refrain from detailing my conquests, lest you die of embarrassment.
A welcome rest.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Take you.
Watch your back.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tub of leathery meat. Your cautious method pays. Mystery meat, tough as boar hide.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Tiring business, isn't it? Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest. Gives me a chance to talk to you about... We've been on the road together ever since the way you got Korga, the way you followed the protocol and brought me. In short, I've grown to trust you. I was being quite sincere, right? The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident. You see, I have this condition. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful Oh, it's been days. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me. You know, there'll be danger involved. Or great cost. Then I suggest having a wizard like... Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside if you could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Keeping me in suspense, are you? Come on, tell me. Do we have an agreement or not? It's a simple question, isn't it? What gives you pause? Thank you. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows, as do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. I hope I can count on you.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
The beast reeks of brim. You hear what comes next before you watch with cold realization. Gnolls. Vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. You land as swift as the life fades.
Where's it running off to?
Make it hurt.
I'm ready. Onward.
Death is but a word away. Let's light them up.
Victory awaits. Make way.
Shall we cut and run? Let's play.
Need to act fast.
May the dice roll in my favor.
The gnoll stink is everywhere.
Is there no corner of this plane they don't infest?
Let's not stand around. I can smell spilled blood a mile away.
Keep a blade close. What have we here?
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighting to dine with a devil.
Believe me, that was a devil's equivalent of Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us. Badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity. Our souls. But I suspect that's but...
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it. I'm the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band.
Fact 1, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact 2, a devil offers to take it away.
Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, so I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made.
Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should...
Oh, you'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it work. The magic, a metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up a... Grateful as I am, sincerely though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return.
I myself am a...
A key. Wonder what it opens.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Gods. Is he still on? You with the so-called Paladins of Tyr? Or straight from the Grand High Devil herself? Nothing but. But maybe you don't need to be one of them.
A great heat roar, then you'll last the blood war.
What was that? Right. Some so-called Paladins of Tyr. From that peek I got into your head, I'm not the only one with problems on top of problems. What's your name? Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping? A little background. You already know I fought in the Blood War. So good, I played along until I could get the fuck out of... Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me. The latest yappy little dog she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as Paladins of Tyr. Want to help me? Dirty work's the only kind I like. But there are a lot of them, and after we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take favor...
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
Fuck yes. No room in your party. What should I do?
If you insist. Don't have all the fun without me.
This whole plain...
delicious.
Don't burn yourself. Attention!
Cut it out. There's the nose out there.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. What sort of devilment is this?
Covered.
This is your end.
side is the advantage.
Poor fucker.
These all
I'm going to enjoy this.
No time to waste.
Moving.
This is your end.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. Very well. Be assured, it is not by choice. There are many answers to that question. Correct. No. Fate, dost thou require a new... Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Very well. Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return with the proper... This is the price of balance. Well, by By doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Trust no one.
Dost thou require, and then thou must return. This is the price of ban.
Well?
By doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Is this your first time on the Sword Coast, Lae'zel?
Yes. It is much more lively than the Githyanki slates led me to believe.
Just wait till you see Baldur's Gate. You'll never want to leave.
Eager for battle.
Death can't have me. Not yet.
Let's march! Naurus Bog.
What now? A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Traps. How considerate. That's curious. I wonder. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Vlaakith's will be done. A trap, just as I expected.
don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep?
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
Well, well, well.
Hells, it's her, Karlach, the Archdevil's servant. We must rest in camp. It's well met. He brings to mind a story, an old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind where a farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think? Do not trust Raphael. Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great. That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes... He'll require of you only what you're and then require more still. You might think you'd give up any, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take...
Don't touch me.
Hmm? The Blade of Frontiers? Yeah, he's been on my tail for ages. Will's been deceived. It isn't his fault. But if you kill... Thank you. Look, I don't know why. Believe it or not, that's all I am. I want to see that you... Yeah? Wasn't all... But Avernus is no place for decent folk. I'm glad they got out. So glad. Sharp... Anyway, what were we talking about? Why not? The year I was a kid through the... Hear that? Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just wild, right? And believe it or not, but it's a bit... Meanwhile, the first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to... A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out.
We may have to increase our camp provisions now that we have Karlach along for the journey. Those muscles...
One hope.
Well,
Karlach, the Archdevil Zariel's gladiator.
If by met you mean hoofing it... A devil...
A great fire. You are Karlach. Take the front.
Proof.
I've tried to... Another vision. Karlach will...
My book.
You...
And yet you served.
Will catches...
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Would you listen to...
You don't...
I'm...
You really...
True.
I see the... You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say one night soon when we make camp, the veil and... Well met. Sorry, but There's no... Let's make this...
Where am I needed?
Soldier.
The pride of the gate.
Someone there?
Defender of the people.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Come on, let's...
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
You're an impressive fighter, Gale. You should consider a new name.
I take it you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Or, how about the Master of the Weave?
Tempting. But I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
Well met. And thank you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Need anything else?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Of course.
You're the one who helped at the gate.
I heard what happened. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we are grateful. But it'll...
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
I suppose so. We don't have much, but we'll scrape together whatever we can. Of course. Everything we have. Anything we can give you, we will. We'll be ready to leave as soon...
Commander!
Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
Hey, good With respect, sir. Being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Laverne has changed.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't...
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will, but the devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And... you brought some infernal machine...
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it.
Might be burning out a piston.
Be my guest.
Phew! You really are burning up. I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that thing isn't meant to operate outside of Vernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll...
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little?
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine. I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd... Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the heart. Salutations. I miss my
I just
forge.
used the target practice.
We're exposed now.
This is ridiculous.
Sharp as ever.
Keep a blade close.
How long do you think we've got before the gob...
My dagger.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Don't say that.
Ransacked. By soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Quite cruelly, too.
Must have been an awful day for the...